Hello, hello. Good morning. Happy Mental Health Monday. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy first Monday of the month. I think it's the first Monday of July. Wow. This year is going very fast. We are in the 7 months of this year and we have 5 more to go. Happy Monday. Welcome back, everyone. I am so happy to see you guys are back to continue talking about how to take care of our mental health. So I hope last month when we were focused on talking about mental health, I hope that a lot of you guys learn. I hope that a lot of you guys get free, and I hope a lot of you guys get something out of it. So for this month, we are back in a new month. We are going to be focused on a different big topic subject. I don't know if you guys are realizing what I'm doing. So every month I take a series, and then every week we talk about different topic under the series. And throughout the days in my social media, we talk more about it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, I encourage you to do so you can get an alert when I drop new video. If you haven't follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, I encourage you to go follow me. My contact is in the description below. If you find this video and you find it helpful and you believe there's someone that it can benefit, I do encourage you to share the video with someone else and encouraging someone else to watch it. And I say a big thank you for all of you guys who continue watching me regardless. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the subscribers that I have. I appreciate all the encouragement. I appreciate all the DM, all the comments, all the likes. I appreciate all of those things. Thank you so much. So today we're going to talk about, we have a big topic, a big series. Before I talk about our series for today, we're going to stop right here in our video so we can talk about what did you guys do last week to take care of your mental health. What did you do? What did you do last week to take care of your mental health? Something I did last week to take care of my mental health is gratitude. Last week, I spent the whole week, I don't know, there was a little song that came into my mind, and in Creole, it was in Creole, but in English, it said, if I don't say thank you to God, if I don't praise God for all the things that He does for me, what am I doing? Like, I will be very ungrateful if I do not praise to God for all the things He done for me. Sometimes through life, we spend a lot of our time focused on our goal, focus on the next things, focus on where we want it to go, focus on where we want it to be, focus on what we want in the future. We focus a lot of the things we want, the things we haven't get yet. But sometimes we do not sit and be grateful about the things that we have now. If you are listening to me and you have health, that is something to be grateful about because not everyone has health. If you are listening to me and you have shelter, that's something to be grateful about because not everyone have shelter. If you are listening to me, you have food. If you are listening to me, that you have family. If you are listening to me, that you have support. Even if you are listening to me, you have children. That is something to be grateful about because there is someone right now that is praying God, that is crying so they can have children. There's someone right now that is spending so much money so they can have children. There's someone right now that their heart is broken because they cannot have children. So sometimes we need to sit on and we need to thank God and we need to be grateful about the things that we have now, right? We need to see that half full glass and we need to be grateful about it. So that's something I did last week to taking care of my mental health. I remain in gratefulness. I thank in God. I count my blessing. I count my positive. I count what I have. And I realize I had enough. I have enough. And when I count my blessing and then I sit in gratefulness, contentment showed up for me. Peace showed up for me. Joy showed up for me. So that is something that I did last week to take care of my mental health. What about you guys? What did you do last week to take care of your mental health? While I have you reflecting and thinking about what you did last week, let's continue with what the topic we have for today. So for today, for this whole series, I want to talk about healthy versus unhealthy coping skills. So for this whole month, we are going to be talking about healthy versus unhealthy coping skills. Safe versus unsafe coping skills. That's what we're going to be talking about. So you guys know my first video and the first month, I normally focus it on an introduction of the series. So this video is going to be nice and short, and I want to just focus on introducing our new series for today. So our new series for today, it's going to be healthy versus unhealthy coping skills. Or new series for today is going to be safe versus unsafe coping skill. So before I go deeper in our introduction, what is coping skills? Coping skill is an action we take consciously or unconsciously. Yes, there's things that we do automatically, unconsciously. There's things that we do. We do it with conscience. We do it with all of us. And some of those coping skills, we learn it everywhere. We learn it in family. We learn it through experience. We sometimes purposely learning something. We learn it by seeing, by modeling, by behaviors. We learn coping skills everywhere. And I hope you guys continue learning coping skills, because that is how it's showing up. If this is not the first time you're listening to me, you know, as a human being, we are very complex. We have so many things. We have emotion, we have psychological, we have physic, we have our mental health, we have social health, we have financial health, we are so complex as a human being. I mean, if you can even see our body, we're complex. We have hair, we have eye, we have nose, we have face, we have cheeks, we have fingers. Like our body enough, it's so complex. Then our inside is as complex. We have our brain, we have our heart, we have feelings, we have emotions. So there's so much as a human being for us. And each one of those areas that I mentioned, we constantly doing action. And then some of those action either hurt us or they benefit us. Some of those action either hurt other people or they benefit other people. Some of those action either have good consequences or negative consequences. So unhealthy coping skills. Unhealthy coping skills, it's action that you do that actually hurt you, that harm you, that can hurt other people. So it can be sometimes unhealthy coping skill, you can get some relief off of it. And sometimes it can be nice and quick. And sometimes it can feel very effortless. But in the long run, there is going to be negative consequences. In the long run, it can hurt us more than it benefits us. Some of the examples of unhealthy coping skills are substance use, aggression, excessive screen time, isolation, self-harm, emotional eating, negative self-talk, and so on. There's some of them that very obvious, right? But there's some unhealthy coping skill that is not as obvious as I list. And there's some unhealthy coping skills based on the problem that we're dealing with, based on what is going on, right? And then there's some unhealthy coping skills that is self-harming, but it's not like physically you are hurting yourself in some way, like procrastination. That can be a self-harming. Or you don't want to sleep. That can be a self-harming. Or you're doing high-risk behaviors. So there's some action we do that is very unhealthy when we are dealing with things. So unhealthy coping skill is the same as unsafe coping skills. And then healthy coping skills is things that we do. And sometimes healthy coping skills require more effort. It requires more work. It requires more strength. It requires more. And sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes it doesn't give you a relief right away. But those action we do, they are the one that actually benefit us in the long run. They are the one that's giving us tools. They are the one that's strengthening us. They are the one that's building us instead of tearing us apart. They are the one that's putting us together. They are tools that we need when we are going through things. Healthy coping skill doesn't hurt us. Healthy coping skill doesn't hurt others. Healthy coping skill doesn't have negative consequences. Healthy coping skills have positive consequences. And some of those example of healthy coping skill can be mindfulness. It can be journaling. It can be exercising. It can be expressing yourself. It can be talking kind to yourself. It can be making sure you eat healthy, you sleep good. Those are some of the example of healthy coping skills. Healthy coping skill is the same as safe coping skills. And everyday life, we are doing action. Every day, you either doing healthy or unhealthy, safe or unsafe. Everything you do have consequences. Either have positive consequences or negative consequences. Everything you do have promoting something. Either it's promoting strength, it's promoting good things, or it's taking away. Every day we are doing things that's either constructive or destructive. So this month I want to bring healthy coping skills and I want to bring unhealthy coping skills. But I don't want to focus on those things that easy, that you guys know already. You have to sleep good. You have to rest if you're tired. You have to eat healthy. You have to drink your water. I don't want to focus on those simple ones. I want to focus on those hard ones, those ones that you might be doing unconsciously, and those ones that you need in your toolbox. So this is what we're going to be focused on for this whole month of July. Healthy versus unhealthy coping skills. This is where we're going to end our video. Since this is going to be an introduction for the month, I do not want to make this video too long. I thank all of you guys who was listening to me for this video. We always end our video with a dose of self-care, so I'm going to do so. I really love this dose of self-care because last week, this dose of self-care actually was a reminder for me. The dose of self-care say, you are not alone. You have a network of support. You are not alone. You have a network of support. Sometimes, especially when we are going through something, we always thinking it's just us. We always thinking we're the only one who's going through this. We're always thinking no one else is going through it. And you will be surprised. I always say there's really nothing new under the sun. And whatever you're going through, someone went through it too. And you can find network, you can find support. And sometimes if we really believe that you are alone, it's when you notice someone pass away, you will see they were not alone at all, because their family will show up for them, their friends will show up for them, people will show up for them. So you are not alone. You have a network of support. Reach out. Have a great Monday, you guys. Have a great week. I do encouraging you guys to continue implementing something throughout your week to continue taking care of your mental health. I'll see you guys next week so we can continue talking about our series for this month, which is healthy versus unhealthy coping skills. Thank you so much for watching me. Have a great Monday, you guys. Bye-bye.